Orcas sinking boats. Wow, what a headline. Upon hearing much fuss about orcas attacking sailboats off the coast of the Iberian peninsula, I thought I would find some answers to questions I had. I'm Ole Blente, and as a coach and therapist, I'm dealing with stress, detox, and burnout on a daily basis. One of my main tools is telepathy, and as I read these headlines, I thought I would give it a try. Maybe this can help giving some relief and peace in these tense times. So, what's going on? We all know the story about Moby Dick, the big white sperm whale that crushed a 27-meter-long whale ship in the middle of the Pacific in 1820. It is remembered to this day for a reason. Such things very seldom happen. Through the last few years, though, orcas attack small boats, and it has escalated dramatically into the hundreds. And they are bringing down bigger and bigger boats, the biggest being around 20 meters as of now. Some scientists claim orcas are merely playing, or they might be revenging harmed relatives. However, their systematic destruction of rudders of small sailboats gives room to the suspicion that orcas have started to exert some free will. And last but not least, is there something that could bring peace back to the waters of Gibraltar? Or are these orcas deemed to become victims of relentless humans that never hesitate to remove obstacles regardless the costs on behalf of others? Initially, I contacted the Iberian orca pack. I soon realized, though, that there was one single respondent, a female member. So I let this be some kind of outspoken conversation, although telepathy is not like that, but I bet you understand. So me, hello there. Yes, hello, I'm eager to talk with you. Okay, how are you doing down there in the Gibraltar Strait? Thank you for making contact. Well, we live pretty much like we always do, but it is a tense situation now. Okay, will you tell us what is happening? Yes, we have started to attack sailboats in order to get attention from humans. What are you doing to the boats? We merely destroy the rudders of small boats, making them unable to maneuver. In this way, humans are easily troubled. So far, this has been the only way we could get humans' attention. Do you want to harm people? In no way. When the rudder is damaged, we are done. Okay, some boats have sunk, leaving people in dangerous situations. Was that intentional? By no means. We of course only rely on the rescue crew to help them out. Okay, so you are sorry for the boats that sunk, is that what you say? Well, we are not that technical. We want to send a message to humans. We do play around to find solutions. We do have fun exploring the matter and finding ways to destroy the boats, and we are getting better at it, see? And we understand that humans will find it more troublesome the bigger boats we stop. What if we could stop all boats? Humans do not belong to the ocean. So you want to force humans back on land? I'm sorry, I cannot follow your thoughts on this. Is this a human way to approach problems? We feel something is not right, and we act upon it. Life is about balance. We want to recreate balance. Humans do endless stupid things. They are destroying the ocean, our home. We are suffocating. Human aggression is disgusting and humiliating. How can you maim and kill for other reasons as to feed your offspring? Well, humans have been doing so for a long time now. What was the turning point? From an outside perspective, maybe there was no real turning point triggering the current events. We see humans becoming technologically smarter and stronger. Sadly, this only leads to exaggeration of their greedy nature. In earlier days, they at least had some respect due to their own fragility. Admiration and humility on their behalf is now exerted behind thick walls of glass or barbed wire. And yet, maybe there was a turning point. Humans kidnap us cynically to make us do silly things on show. What? Captures peaked in what we call the 1970s. This is 50 years ago. And the ramming is happening now. How do you explain that? Well, maybe we have a very different perception of time. Those captures were our brothers and sisters. They all suffered and many died a disgraceful death in the tanks. Orcas lived to become 70, 80 or even 90 years old. They should have lived as adults with us here and now. Do you not mourn and keep in remembrance if such things happens to your family? Well, during the previous century, hundreds of millions humans died in wars and conflicts. If we started mourning like you Orcas do, I'm sure the wars would stop. Human scientists downplay your campaign to some sort of play or revenge for an injured pack member. What do you think about that? Well, this is not how we are. We are acting in a controlled and systematic manner, pursuing our goals. We are totally aware of what we do and could never harm anything out of playfulness. And the orca you mentioned, we all mourn when someone in our family is hurt or killed, yet we know that accidents do happen and we all try to learn and adapt. Are you aware what humans will do to solve this situation? This question makes me hesitate. No, honestly, we do not know. Although we stay in permanent contact with some humans and we observe humanity tediously, and we have some ideas as of what human life is, we are aware that certain aspects of human existence is outside of our reach. But I'm curious, tell me, what will humans do now that we reach out to them in a conscious way? Humans consider themselves the only species in the universe capable of setting goals and pursuing them. Therefore, they will perceive your actions as being mere childish. More so, humans will not allow another species to set and pursue goals. They even fight each other in this respect. So what will they do? They may create a story about an orca having fun with the rudder, and now more and more bored orcas are simply copying this behavior. Consequently, they will assess that this behavior might be dangerous to the orcas themselves, and humans will have to take responsibility. What does that mean? How will humans take responsibility? The answer may be quite different from what you think. They will hardly stop and listen to you. Rather, they will do whatever it takes to stop you from intruding and continue doing business as usual. How could you possibly call that taking responsibility? I am already less interested. And yet I have to ask, how would they stop us from breaking these rudders? They are so fragile. I'm sad to hear that you seem to forget what humans are capable of. If in a good mood, they will capture all of your family and transport you to some foreign ocean. If in a bad mood, they will simply kill as many as it takes to bring your actions to a halt. This conversation reaches a dead end. Why would you ever contact me? I'm done. No, wait. I'm so sorry to embarrass you. I have some last things I want you to hear and consider. The first thing is that in many ways you and I are in a similar situation. And actually, many humans I know of are too. We despise this stubborn and greedy behavior and want it to stop, just like you and your pack do. Things are hardening in the human world. Differences are growing, and you know, the earth itself is paying attention to and may act to help us out some way or another. I have two objectives. One is to beg you to stop your partisan actions because I want you to not become harmed and sacrificed in a meaningless war. But I also want you to hear your voice and bring your message to humans that are willing to listen. I want them to know that you are conscious beings that are happy to stay in contact with humans. Sad to say, humans have been totally in the dark about the ability to communicate telepathically. But we are now, as a species, awakening to this beautiful reality. And your voice getting out to them, and some people reaching out to you, may be the best we all can get from your boat campaign. What are your thoughts on this? I'm so glad to feel aligned with you on this, and I would be happy to follow your course and advice. However, I am uncertain as of how the pack will receive and understand what I have heard today. I am afraid we will have to act out and feel that we are doing what is possible. But if this indeed is a war that we in no way can win, and that it inevitably will lead to utter destruction for our pack, I will have to leave you for now. And that was the end of this conversation. She left. Well, she did not really leave, because in the world of telepathy, there is no space to leave. We are all together, always. She merely paid attention to her pulse, to her everyday. This female orca does not know how to deal with my message, with how we as a species deal with other species on planet Earth. How could she not be uncertain and confused? Will they halt their attacks on small sailboats? Time will show. But what I do know is that we can take action. What if you told your family and friends about this incident? Maybe this interaction between orcas and humans is some kind of a first in the evolutionary history, that another species awakens to create a plan and interfere in the life and actions of humans. What if you all make contact with the Iberian orcas and give them your support? I mean, you cannot send them money via PayPal or buy them a coffee, but you can call them using your innate telepathic skills. Yes, they're right there, listening right now, and tell them that you agree and that their demands are legit. The more we are doing this, the more the field in which we live will shift. Unconscious people simply follow the flow. As of now, this tends to make their actions cruel and egoistic. If the field shifts, the same people will have no choice but change course and act in a more responsible and respectful manner. Do not forget to say hi from me.